What were our favorite accessories for our RV in 2024 that we're recommending to you in 2025? Well, I'm going to tell you what they were starting right now. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. I'm so glad you stopped by today, and I am currently at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort. It is Christmas break for us. The weather is gorgeous, and every year for the last several years, I've put out a video in January of our 5 favorite RV accessories from the prior camping season that we thought to share with you for the upcoming season. And so for 2025, these are our 5 accessories, and we're going to get started right now with number 1, our View BT7 Touch rear view camera. Now, View has made our list in the past, but this is a brand new camera that I bought. Yep, that's right. I bought this one. This was not sent to us by View. When we got our new Alliance this spring, I wanted to go ahead and buy one from View just to prove to everyone that that's how much we love these View cameras. This is actually the 3rd one we've had. The last 2 were sent to us by View, but we paid full price for this one. It's the BT7 Touch. Now, this is different than the ones we've had in the past, because in the past, I've had them where they mount up here on your rear view mirror, which I always like. But I had several people ask me if we ever did another one to try an actual screen, which gives you a much bigger viewing area. And I love this. The touch just means that it's a touch screen, so you can go in, change settings on it, that type of thing by using your finger, as opposed to trying to use buttons on the side. And so I just really like that. Now, it's a wireless camera. You plug it into the truck here, and then on the back, and I'll put up some B-roll, you'll see the camera on the rear of the trailer. They do sell an extender for this, but we didn't actually need it. With our 33-foot fifth wheel, I am using no extender, and I have yet to lose a picture going down the road. Now, you can see the picture here is just the behind the trailer right now, the shrubs back there on our campsite, but I really like this. It's a nice big picture, and it works great in the evening. It goes into like a dark mode, so I'm able to leave it on while we're driving at night. I can still see the cars coming up on me. And we paid under $400 for this system, and I really, really like it, and that's why it's number 1 on our list this year of our favorite products for 2025. Now, the second product on our list, and these are listed in no particular order, they're just our favorite accessories from the prior year. And I'm going to stay outside and show you another one that, honestly, in the beginning I was a little skeptical of, and I am fully convinced after a full year plus use of this. And it's the braided water hoses from Blue Tech, and we absolutely love these. Now, when we first received these, and these were sent to us over a year ago by Blue Tech, I was very skeptical, because notice how small this hose is. I was thinking, there is no way a hose this small will provide us the water pressure that we need. But the truth is, it gives us all the pressure we had before with the bigger hoses, and the real advantage of these is they take up so much less space in our RV. They coil up nice and small, and the fact that they're protected with this braiding. Blue Tech also uses stainless steel fittings on the end and quick adapter. So when we get to the campsite, it's literally as easy as just snapping together all of our hoses in order. We also use Blue Tech's water filtration system and their water softener, and all of their products are outstanding. But this year in particular, I wanted to feature these hoses just because I think water hoses are something we have all struggled with as RVers, trying to find ones that were good, they were last, and maybe ones that wouldn't kink, and just things like that. And these braided hoses, which are much smaller, and again, most people question whether you can get the same water pressure. What I can tell you is you can get the same water pressure. You don't get the same volume though. So it does take a little longer when we're filling up our fresh water tank if we're using our hoses, just because they are smaller, and again, volume wise, they don't put out as much, but pressure wise, no absolute difference, and that's why they're the second product on our list this year. Recently, I was listening to an episode of the RV Small Talk podcast that originates out of Princess Craft RV in Round Rock, Texas, and they were interviewing a young couple who full-time in a truck camper, and they tell a story about they had an old truck camper, they were getting ready to leave a Cracker Barrel, and he was outside, his wife was inside the truck camper, went to light the oven, and it exploded. Literally blew the top off of their truck camper. She had to be airlifted to a burn unit. Fortunately, she's okay, but it made me want to put a product that we've featured before in as an honorable mention this time, because I think it is so, so important, and that is the gas stop valve. Now, this is the only valve on the market that will 100% shut off the flow of propane in the case of a major leak. But because of the story they were telling, I said, You know what? This thing does something that most people forget about, and that is it will allow you to run a test for those small leaks. Now, the insurance company and the fire department never could determine the cause of what caused that propane explosion, but there is a pretty good probability there was a slow leak somewhere in that truck camper, and it was building up in an enclosed space. They weren't smelling the propane, the CO2 wasn't picking it up, and then when she went to light that oven, there was enough of a spark that it allowed for that explosion. So how would you know if you have a slow leak that is a potential hazard? Well, with the gas stop valve, all you have to do is have this installed. It's simple to install. It just screws into one end of your tank, the other end to your hose. You push it down 3 times to pressurize it, and then we would go inside, we would make sure our propane's working. Easiest way to do that is with your cooktop. Once you know propane is flowing naturally, come back out, shut your propane tank off and wait 5 to 10 minutes. If the pressure valve on here goes down, that means you have a slow leak in your system, which means you need to stop using propane right away and start investigating to find out where that leak is so that you can fix it. Because slow leaks not only cost you money, because propane, as you know, is not cheap, but it can also be dangerous and very, very harmful. And that's why I had to put the gas stop on as an honorable mention this year once again, because I felt it was so important that people understand this is more than just a major leak protector. It can also help you detect those slow leaks. Our next product that makes the list is right out here in our front storage compartment. And you may be thinking it's that big 3,000 watt Victron inverter that will run on our whole RV when we're offshore power. But that's not it. What makes our list next is what actually powers the RV, and that's our new Epoch lithium batteries. Now, we have 2 of these, each is 300 amp hours, and we are absolutely loving these. Now, as I always do in all my videos, I fully disclose whether we paid for something or whether we've received it, and we did receive these from Epoch. They sent them to us this past year, said, let's put these in your RV, give them a try, and give us an honest review of what you think. Now, we have ran both Battleborn and Lifetime, and honestly, both of those batteries work great. But the reason I love these Epoch 300 amp hour batteries is, number one, they have built-in heaters, which means when the temperature is below freezing, the heaters will come on, allowing us still to charge them if we are camping in cold weather. And number 2, if it does get too cold out to where it's dangerous for the batteries, they will automatically shut off, protecting our batteries. And I love that. But more importantly, you can actually sync these Epoch batteries up to your Victron system so that they're in constant communication, keeping them at the optimal charging levels. And honestly, I just really like them. And if all of that wasn't enough, Epoch has an app where I can literally open the app on my smartphone and see exactly what is happening, not with 2 batteries tied together, but I can see what each battery by itself is doing. And so that is why these Epoch batteries make our list this year. Special shout out to Myron from Landstar RV who installed these. You can see he did a beautiful job with the cabling, setting up our entire system. If you're ever in Northeast Indiana needing repairs or upgrades to your RV, make sure you reach out to Myron with Landstar RV. He'll even come out to Happy Acres if you're camping with us at Happy Acres and service your RV right on site. Not all of the accessories that I'm recommending you check out for 2025 are outside the RV. We actually have a few that are inside our RV, and we're going to start right here at our coffee bar with our next item, which is a coffee maker of all things. Now, I needed a new coffee maker this past summer because my old one had just gotten really bad. And I'm the only coffee drinker here. Patty doesn't like coffee. And so I was looking for something that would make like a single serve or a small pot. And I found this Drew Barrymore of all brands coffee maker at our local Walmart. Now, what makes this coffee maker special is it is single serve, but it doesn't use pods. This actually is a grind and brew. So you put your beans right up here in the top so I can get fresh beans. And then when I go to make a cup, all I have to do is use the touchscreen on the front, set the size cup I want, tap once, and within seconds here, it is going to start grinding my beans fresh, and then it becomes a drip coffee maker, and I get fresh ground coffee anytime that I want. And I absolutely love it. Now, if there's more than one coffee drinker in your household, this probably isn't going to work for you, and you need to use what I use at home, which is one of the big grind and brews. I think ours is a Cuisinart because I just love fresh ground coffee. The smell in the morning is wonderful, plus it just tastes better than pre-ground coffee. And what I liked about this one was not only was it that single serve that works perfect for me, but it has a very small footprint for right here in the RV. It doesn't take up a ton of space. I absolutely love it. And if you're a coffee lover like me, it might be something to check out. Our next product also is right here inside the RV, and it's one we picked up late in the year. And so far, we are absolutely loving it and wondering why we didn't get it sooner. And I'm gonna ask Patty to help us demonstrate it. And it's stored behind our TV. Now, this next product is a vacuum. Now, I know you're thinking, Patrick, you've already demonstrated the Shark Wand Vac. No, this is a full-size vac, and we store it in this tote. So one of the reasons we love it is it takes up less space. Now, you might be thinking as you see it that, hey, this just looks like that really expensive Dyson. And you know what? It is like that really expensive Dyson, except it's not expensive and it's not a Dyson. Now, we picked this up over on Amazon. It's highly rated. It was one of the reasons we purchased it. Now, this motor has an auto adjust feature. You can manually set to low, medium, or high depending on the surface, but when auto, it will auto adjust to the surface. So when Patty comes over to the carpet, you're gonna hear that motor kick up and it auto adjusts to whatever surface she is sweeping on.
Not only does it, like Patrick says, auto adjust for different carpet to the tile or the linoleum and whatever, I have really cool little attachments that I can add on here. This one can go right on if I want to do like the sofa, or like I have some dirt right here, and it'll just easily pick up in the crevices. I thought this would be cool for the car. These little crevices you can get with the little brush on the end. I also have one of these guys to get in little nooks and crannies. And I think it's cool because it's just lightweight. These things just push the little red lever and they pop in and out.
5 awesome accessories plus a bonus one to keep you and your family safe for 2025 that you could look at and decide if they would be right for you and your RVing situation. Now, I'll leave links down below to all of those products so you can check them out. Some links do have affiliate codes, which means we make a small commission if you end up purchasing, but that's not the reason we do this. We really just want to share what we like in case it might work for you. All right, everybody, we hope you have a great 2025 camping season, and until next time, we'll see you on down the road. Bye.
Travels with Delaney. We'll see you on down the road.